the script. And day one of prep, we have what's called a concept meeting. And we sit in this big conference room with all of the heads of the various departments. The head of the props department, the head of locations department, the head of the art department, the head of paint, head of picture cards, head of construction, all of them. The head of all of these departments. And we sit there and we open up the first page and we all put our heads together and crack this code that is a script and figure out a way to make this happen. And for me, that's one of the most exciting parts about being a director, because as the director, I like to say you're kind of the captain of the problem-solving squad, and it's up to you to get these people together and help make what this problem is. It's a jigsaw puzzle, and it's up to us to put it together. And so I find that very challenging and exhilarating and fun, and that's one of my favorite parts for sure. Yeah. And also being able to tell them what to do.
Hey, wait a second. Thank you.
And then not listening to me. Doing what he wants to do anyway.
What did he say?
Whatever. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Jordan.
Jordan.
Hi. So I just wanted to say that you two are very inspirational to me, especially you, Jared. So my question is there someone in your life? Well, the answer.
Say again, Jordan?
Is there someone in your life that inspires you?
Yeah, and also we all understood you. Thank you so much. But just, I understood your question. And one of the most inspirational people to me is honestly Stephen Norton. You know what? I know what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying. I think I understand what you're saying, but I guess remember this also, and I know you do. When was the first AKF campaign? It was like 2014? 2015. So I've known and worked with this guy for the majority of my days and nights for 7, 9, 10, what's 2015 minus 2005, 10? So
I was told there'd be no math.
I hate saying this in front of him, but I mean, there's so many people that inspired me, but to spread the love, please do remember when y'all thank me that this guy had 10 years of influence before I was fine, before I felt comfortable enough to go like, hey, this is what's going on in my world behind closed doors, and I want to put it out there. So applause for this guy. Really obvious things. My wife is amazing. I'm trying to think of people. You know what? I love to read, but I especially love reading nonfiction books. I'm so inspired and intrigued, and my curiosity is piqued, and I'm so motivated when I read about somebody else's struggles. I sit in traffic for 5 minutes and I'm like, oh, I always have bad traffic. And you go, wait a second, this person dealt with this, I've dealt with blah, 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 so. I think if I can say anything, I'm trying to look for something poignant. I fully believe that if you know anybody and they have not inspired you yet, then you haven't asked the right questions. Everybody's story is amazing, and everybody's dealt with something, and it's not your fault necessarily. Maybe they don't feel comfortable yet sharing what they've been through or what they think or what they know. But I was told by somebody, and I can't recall who, but to look for something interesting and unique and wonderful about everybody, because everybody has it. And if you haven't seen it yet, it's not your fault. You just haven't known them long enough or asked the right questions. So continue to be inspired by everybody around you, and life will be good.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jordan.
Hi, my twin sister and I really love you guys, by the way. But, my twin sister and I really love the two of you, by the way. Okay, yeah, she's over here. But my question revolves around the show's previous plotline reviving itself. It deems / Michael as the new king of heaven, and I think Sam is going to use all the power and resources of Hell and become King of Hell to fight Michael and save Dean. So in reality, it'll be like one King of Hell, one King of Heaven fighting against each other, like the previous show intended. So what do you think that would be like for the brothers, and what do you think, how do you think Sam and Dean are going to handle this? If that is the case.
Talk about this. Can't talk about this.
I totally have an answer for this, and I understand you completely, but just in case, will you say it all again?
Like, say Dean is King of Heaven through Michael, and you are King of Hell. Like, you think that, how do you think it would be for the brothers to fight as king?
I just think you're awesome. I'm not quite sure what that would look like, but I know what it wouldn't look like. It wouldn't look like the end of season 13 where we're strung up on wires fighting at a church. I mean, it's like a damn puppet show. Felt like Team America, it was like a marionette. It won't look like that, I can promise you. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's maybe we'll find out.
I love action movies. I love superhero movies. I love fight scenes, and I love mixed martial arts and yada yada. What interests me the most is the reason somebody's fighting. And I'm a big. I mean, this is maybe. Can upset some people, but I'm a big UFC fan. I enjoy the art part of martial arts, and I love chess. But I would much rather see the two best fighters on the planet talk about why they're fighting. It's almost a joke, you always see James Bond movies where the guy can just shoot a gun because James Bond is tied up, but he's like, and this is why I'm doing what I'm doing, Mr. Bond. And they always talk like Mark Shepard. But it's always the exposition part, which can be so boring. I'm so much more interested in why somebody is doing what they're doing, what they're into. So maybe in a boring sense, my ultimate climactic scene of a movie is not they punch and they dodge and they kick and they smite. It's more like this is why I'm here. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing. It's a verbal tit for tat. Finding out about what makes somebody tick, not how they end up ticking after they have their motivation. Getting to the base layer, the foundation of what makes them who they are, not if they can throw a good sidekick, or if they can do a good two-finger smite to the forehead, like Cass or something. I want to hear what his story is about. So I guess if this show existed, I would rather see, and those, going back to a scene about earlier confrontations and earlier favorite scenes, I love those scenes. Where like the scene between Pellegrino and Spate when they're talking about being brothers. This is season like the King of Hammer, what Hammer of the Gods. That scene when they were talking about growing up, or even at the end of last season, spoiler alert, when Pellegrino is trying to endear himself to Jack, and Spade's like, no, man, I've been with you for eons. Like, don't lie to me. I know who you are. I know who you've been. That's more interesting to me than people on strings or CGI effects to have somebody explode or something. Those are all great, wonderful, but I feel like those are the great. Whereas as we say in the South, the chicken fried steak part of
So just to be clear, instead of having Michael, the King of Heaven and the King of Hell, have some big, massive, epic CG battle scene to end all days, you'd rather have inside the actor's studio. I mean, look, give me a Transformer any day.
Will there be helicopters? Well, what's going to explode? Yeah, thank you so much for your question. That was a wonderful question. Say hi to your twin sister. See, that's Old and New York. They're twins. Am I saying hello, New York?
Hey, Jared.
By the way, and it's like the sun right now.
As are you. That's just those over there.
middle of New York?
York. Damn it.
Old York is what he said.
I knew Albany. It was New Hampshire.
Oh, this was the capital of New Hampshire?
Old Hampshire.
Old Hampshire?
Damn it. Sorry. Hi.
Hi, my name's Emily. First of all, I just want to say thank you for your Always Keep Fighting campaign, and in general, your characters, the whole show. You guys are amazing. So
Thank you, Emily.
My question is for both of you, actually. I wanted to know what your new favorite, funniest moment on set is.
That's a great question, Emily. We've had a lot of stuff. You go first. Oh. It's gonna make the gag reel, I'm sure. But there's some stuff that happened in the filming of episode 7. Let's just say it involves Jensen, Misha, Alexander, and me. And it's sort of becoming
There's a lot of improv.
So there's a lot of improv, probably some broken ribs. Yeah, some broken ribs. Maybe a torn spleen. You know, there's some funny. So it makes me laugh because for years it was Jensen and me teasing Misha. You know, season 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then Alexander came on season 13, and Misha's like, finally. New victim. Every now and again, it's a funny thing. Where Misha will make a joke and look to Jensen and me, and we'll be like, no. But yeah, the hazing of Alex has gone on way too far, but it'll continue. And he's a great sport about it. He's probably cursing us before he goes to bed. $3.
Well, yeah, let's just say, as I don't think it's any secret that Jack's vessel has, his being has gone through some dramatic changes at the end of last season, and that picks up.
Puberty.
Right. And that picks up at the beginning of season 14, and his vessel is having some difficulties adjusting to his circumstances, and so he's having challenges. It's like almost like getting very, very sick, and let's just say he collapsed a few times. His character obviously collapses a few times in this episode that we just filmed, which of course, him hitting the floor is just a green light for a doggy pile. So it's just dog pile central for the entire episode. And he's not a big guy. We are. But the funny thing is, Misha jumping in too is so excited to be on this side of the thing. He's like the first to die. And poor Alex, he's gonna need to see not only a doctor but a therapist as well.
We calculated it's about 600 pounds laying on Alex every time it falls on the ground. It's a lot of weight. Yeah,
I will say though that after about the 4th or 5th take, he started like full defensive positions on the floor. Yeah, and our stunt coordinator had to come in and start helping defend him. It's not professional.
And hopefully you guys enjoy this. He and I are making a concerted effort to, when something goofy or silly happens, we make sure to say, because when they call action and they start rolling, when they call cut, let's say you do 3 takes of a scene, they'll usually only print the 1 or 2 or 3 of, let's say you do 6 takes rather. They'll print 1, 2, or 3 of the best ones, but one, something went wrong, the lighting was wrong, or we didn't hit our marks, or we forgot our lines. And sometimes there's a goofy one, but they have to say to the script supervisor, make sure you print take 3, even if it's just them goofing around. So I know a few times we've both been like, hey, make sure you print that so it can be part of the gag reel. My goal for this season is to have like a 2-hour gag reel. Hi.
Hi.
She's playing Scramble with Friends.
My name is Emily too.
Emily's, it's a strange name. Emily 2, how do you spell 2? funny. Because it could be
Or
T-O-O.
T-O-O.
That actually works. I'm sorry. English grammar.
So my question is, I was wondering if you guys have like any like favorite songs that you consider guilty pleasures.
Yeah. Yes, thank you, mine too. Squirrels? That's not a song. That's not a song either. So, legitimately, a lot of my guilty pleasures are songs from the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, but there's nothing guilty about that.
Yes!
Yeah, because they're classics now.
No, you just must know like a song that you would be embarrassed to tell everybody that you're gonna tell everybody.
Baby Shark. Is that a song?
Well, I'm embarrassed for you.
I legitimately did not know that was a song. Take It Off?
Now, this is a family show. Come on.
You know it?
No, I'm not embarrassed by any stupid music.
Like what?
Well, let's see what. Phone here.
Does Groove Is in the Heart count?